Hi kids! It is Christmas Eve and we have just one more night until Christmas morning. I have a few books here that I'm going to read to you this evening, a couple of them about Jesus and then one just for fun at the end. The first book is called What is Christmas? Written by Michelle Medlock Adams. Just what is Christmas anyway? Why do we celebrate? Why is December 25th a very special date? Is it about the Christmas tree with all the twinkling lights? Is it about the Christmas cards, the ones my mommy writes? Is it about the mistletoe where mom and daddy kiss? Is it about the Christmas play, the one we never miss? Is Christmas about Christmas gifts? I love them very much. Is Christmas about Santa Claus? His beard is fun to touch. Is Christmas about candy canes? I think they taste quite nice. Is Christmas about Santa's list? They say he checks it twice. Or maybe it's about the food. Mom's Christmas cookies rule. Or maybe it's about the snow. White Christmases are cool. Is it about the Christmas songs, the ones we sing each year? Is it about the Christmas elves and Santa's 8 reindeer? No, that's not what Christmas is about. All of these things are really nice and super duper fun, but Christmas is much more than that. It's all about God's Son. God sent His Son, Jesus the Christ, from heaven up above. He came to earth to save the world, God's greatest gift of love. So Christmas is the Lord's birthday, the day He came to earth. Forever we will celebrate His very special birth. Okay, now I get it. Santa Claus and Christmas trees and presents are okay. But Jesus is the real reason we have a Christmas day. That's the end of the first book. The second book is The Story of Christmas, written by Patricia A. Pingree. Do you know why we give gifts at Christmas? We give presents because it's Jesus' birthday. Yeah. Long ago, an angel told Mary she would have a baby named Jesus.
Just like you told me.
Mary and her husband Joseph were very happy. They had a lot to do to get ready for the baby. But first, they had to take a long trip to Bethlehem. Mary rode a donkey. Joseph walked. When they got to Bethlehem, many people were there. Mary and Joseph were very tired, but there was no place for them to stay. They slept on a bed of hay in a stable with cows and donkeys. That night, baby Jesus was born. Angels told the shepherds, Jesus is born. You will find him lying in a manger. Wise men followed a star to the stable and baby Jesus. They brought presents because they loved him. We give gifts at Christmas to show our love. And we say, Happy birthday, Jesus. The end. Now, our last book this evening is The Night Before Christmas, and it is really fun.
And long.
'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there rose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick.
Yay, he gets to see it.
More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke had encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread.
He saw him.
He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk.
He's gonna see him.
And laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down on a thistle. But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Those are the 2 elves on the sleigh.
Yeah.
2 elves.
The end. I hope everyone has a wonderful Merry Christmas. Good night.